This video was presented by the EA Creator Network. I just wanted to remind you that you can use my code UrbanSims upon checkout when purchasing any Sims 4 content via the EA app or thesims.com. By doing so, you're directly supporting me as a creator, and I can't thank you enough. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for the very first episode of our little CFE mini-series on the brand new expansion, The Sims 4 Lovestruck. I am seriously so freaking excited to kick off this mini-series, but before we dive in, I would like to read off the info card so that you guys could have a better idea of what this expansion pack has to offer. Plan hotter dates. Find matches on Cupid's Corner via the phone or computer to set your Sims' heart racing. Plan your own date. Learn about each other over party games, dress up with the costume trunk, and enjoy the romantic blanket for that special moment. All about attraction. Turn-ons and turn-offs determine how attracted Sims are to each other. Get to know their partners, build up romantic satisfaction, and experience different relationship dynamics. For lovers of love, romance skill unlocks seductive interactions like scan the room for finding compatible Sims. Romance consultants make a career out of finding love. Fall in love in a city made for romance. Ciudad, Enamorda has plenty of places for Sims to meet, flirt, and more. The singles hangout lot trait attracts available Sims to mingle. I just wanted to show you guys really quick the animation for Ciudad, Enamorda. I think it is pretty spot on, as you guys will see here in just a second. The world is very lush, it is very colorful, super duper vibrant, and it has a ton of personality. A city for the romantics, Ciudad Enamorda is well known for its ample opportunities for romantic getaways and scandalous trysts. Whether head over heels or still looking for love, this city provides passionate moments for each. An inspiring romantic can explore Vista Hermosa for the warm and welcoming suburban life, the lush and picturesque Plaza Mariposa for walking hand in hand at sunset, or the traditional meets modern Nuevo Corazon for those seeking the alluring temptations of the nightlife. Listen, I might have crushed all the tasks in Duolingo and got a pretty high Spanish speaking score, but when you got like half your teeth missing, it's really hard to sling your tongue around and roll those R's. So hopefully I did my best pronouncing some of those things, because Lord knows that is not my strong suit. But anyway, yeah, this city is beautiful. I've had some time to play around and set up our mini series. I haven't actually had an opportunity to check out the lots yet, so we'll definitely be doing that together. But let's just go and scour some of the regions and see what they're about. So our first region is Vista Hermosa. The serene embrace of Vista Hermosa sets the stage for a wide array of romantic experiences. Locals often visit Laguna del El Brazo, a bustling hotspot just a short walk from the renowned Wall of Love, where sweethearts can declare their love for one another. For those seeking a different type of connection, visit Beso Rapido, a conveniently located motel open 24/7. So quick kiss or quick kisses is Beso Rapido, and then Laguna is like the lagoon of hugs, or something like that. I don't know, but there is something really cool in Vista Hermosa. There's this wall that you can declare your love at, but I think you write your lover's name in chalk, so we'll definitely have to check that out. In this region, there are 5 lots in total, with 4 of them being residential. We do have a lounge here called the Laguna del El Brazo, and then there is a pre-made household called the Lopez family. There's also a couple pre-built lots here, one of them more on the pricier side, and the other obviously being like a starter home for your Sims. And then we kind of have like this empty lot here that is quite expensive at 8,100 simoleons. Heading over to Plaza Mariposa. Plaza Mariposa, the center square of Ciudad Enamorada, is the spot for scenic views and fun date night activities. Visit Medina Naranja, the perfect park, to stop for a quick refreshment or book a captivating getaway at the Villa Calida rental. Excite your date with a romantic gift from Isabella's flower shop, or make a wish at the Fountain of Dreams. Unlike Vista Hermosa, this is more of like a blend in terms of what this region has to offer. So we do have a pre-made household called the Dynamic Daters, and then there's also the rental here. So I think it's pretty sweet that they have included this so that if you wanted to, you could have your Sims come and visit Ciudad and Enamorda without any long-term commitments, since that kind of seems to be the theme here. There's also a empty lot for your Sims to start building their lives on. I do have my tour guide here, so please ignore him. He's not a part of the Lovestruck expansion. And the last lot that we have is Media Noraha. I'm pretty sure Noraha, I might be saying that wrong, means frog. So I think that's kind of cute because, like, I love frogs. I'm obsessed. So I think that's really sweet. Our last region on the map is Nuevo Corazon. The pulsing nightlife of Ciudad and Enamorda is the most exciting within Nuevo Corazon. This revitalized city area is where trendy partygoers head for a night on the town, scoping the room for their next potential love interest. Brave into the alluring and mysterious Mirador del Amor, the nightclub known as the hotspot for torrid affairs and passionate practitioners of the romantic arts. Not everyone enjoys the nightlife though, so for your daytime daters, break a sweat and flex some muscles at the gym Sudor. Nuevo Corazon is a little bit different than all of the other regions because it kind of has like this city life landscape to it with 2 brand new penthouses. We haven't seen penthouses since, I want to say, City Living, of course. There's always room for error with me. I might be missing something. And then we have the Mirador del Amor nightclub and a gym that you guys already know the name of. It's called Ciudad, and it looks like there's actually brand new lot traits too. Those are interesting. We do have a pre-made household called Nadir, in case anybody's interested. And yeah, that's the shakedown of Ciudad and Enamorda. I wanted to very briefly pop into CAS to kind of showcase some of the new assets and things that we've applied to the main characters of our Sims for the Lovestruck miniseries. I will be diving into their backstory once we actually head into gameplay. If you are looking for a complete CAS showcase of the Sims 4 Lovestruck miniseries expansion, I did do a separate video on that. I'll link it down below in case you guys want to check it out. First up, we have Ezrah Manuel Gutierrez. With him, I decided to try my very best to give him as many outfits as I possibly could using nothing but the base game and the Sims 4 Lovestruck. I am obsessed with his CAS catalog. I think he kind of dresses like very clean, very, I don't know, kind of like on par for his age. He's probably around 21 years old. He is still very, very young and very much just trying to figure himself out. So with him, I decided that the brand new romantic explorer aspiration that comes with the brand new expansion was perfect for him. It says this sim wants to explore all that romance has to offer, which is kind of an interesting choice, especially once you learn a little more about him and his relationships. That just seems like a conflict of interest. There is, however, one other brand new aspiration, and that is Paragon Partner. This sim wants to have successful relationships with 2 or more Sims. This kind of throws me off because I'm not sure if it means 2 or more Sims at once, or it means like 2 or more Sims in general, like, you know, throughout their lifetime. To make things even more difficult, I decided to give him the romantically reserved trait. These Sims often tread carefully in the realm of love, preferring to take their time and build solid emotional connections before jumping headfirst into romance. A part of me kind of wants to change that just based on his backstory, but I haven't quite decided yet. So another fun thing that we can do now with the Sims 4 Lovestruck is we can actually select our Sims turn-ons and turn-offs. In total, there are 6 different categories where you can choose your Sims turn-ons and turn-offs from. The first one we have is way of life, arts and crafts, broke, drink making, career-minded, engineering, highly skilled, health and sports, nature, sense of humor, self-employed, taken, wealthy, slacker, broke. I might have mentioned that already. For Ezra, he loves Sims that are really skilled in the kitchen. Like, he loves to eat. He loves food. He's definitely a foodie. And I feel like a lot of that stems from his grandma because she is always in the kitchen throwing down on something. So he would really like it if his significant other could also throw down in the kitchen. He can't cook fish though. Don't expect that out of him. Also health and sports because he is also a very healthy, fitness-minded sim. He would like to have that in common with his partner. So for characteristics, that's another category. We have ambitionless, ambitious, egotistical, argumentative, clean, family motivated, funny, high energy, messy. Ew. Yeah, as you can see, messy is a huge turnoff. And he also wants to be surrounded by ambitious Sims. So that's also really important. Romance styles is a good one because it's kind of like, hey, what is your Sim's love language like? Do they like affection? Do they hate it? Flirting, gift giving, woohoo, physical intimacy. All of these things could be a turn on or a turn off. For Ezrah, his love language is flirting and woohoo. He doesn't really know what his romance styles are just yet, like what turns him on, what turns him off. There's also the hair color category, pretty self-explanatory here. Ezrah has a thing for dark-haired Sims, always has, always will, but isn't opposed to other hair colors in the spectrum. Outfit color, I think this one's pretty interesting. As you can see, I don't really have a preference here. Although I would say, like, Ezrah loves Sims in red, you know, but I kind of wanted him to be able to explore that for himself. So I just kind of left it neutral. Fashion is also another category that you can choose your turn-ons and turn-offs from. I personally don't really have a preference. Maybe if you like costumes, you kind of like lingerie, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done like underwear, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe some other different things like emo. I feel like they could have expanded on this a little bit more. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too caught up in it. Also with the base game, I already mentioned this in our full CAS shakedown, but romantic boundaries are also a thing in The Sims 4 Lovestruck and the base game, so you don't need the expansion to have this. These are his boundaries at the moment. We'll explore more on that later. So let's talk about Rosalinda Gutierrez. This is Ezra's hero right here. He is so freaking attached to his grandma. She literally has taught this boy everything that he knows, even throwing down in the kitchen. I mean, he can cook a very mean scrambled egg because of her. So for her, I didn't really give her any any special aspiration pertaining to the expansion. However, I did give her the love bug trait. Sims with this trait are constantly swept up in the whirlwind of romance. They fall in love easily, often wearing their hearts on their sleeves. So one of the things I had mentioned with the CAS catalog for Lovestruck is I felt like a lot of the items didn't necessarily tailor to older Sims. However, even with the few options that I did have, I feel like I was able to give her a pretty nice little wardrobe here. I love this dress. A lot of the items are obviously pertaining to, you know, naughty time and clubbing and nightlife and that sort of a thing. So I didn't really feel like a lot of these items were super wearable for the mature. But I feel like Rosalinda, she definitely was able to make it work. Ezrah and his grandmother Rosalinda live in this very modest 2-bedroom home. I did do a little speed build on it in case you guys are interested in checking it out. I had a lot of fun playing around with the base game and The Sims 4 Lovestruck. I will be obviously uploading this house to the gallery at Gen2606 once I am able to. It looks like right now Rosalinda is watching her telenovelas. This is something she does every single afternoon. And as she's watching it, it looks like it is indeed developing her romance skill. I did kind of want to get y'all a little more acquainted with these Sims, but hang on one second. Marisol is calling, so I need to answer this. Nobody's home. I have a hard bed and I'm all alone and lonely. Babe, come over. Geez, babe, I really wish I could, but I'm in the middle of working out right now. Can I call you back in 5? You're what? You would choose working out over me. What a loser. That was a little harsh, but I can't really blame the girl. If you knew what was going on between Ezrah and Marisol, you would understand why she has just utterly lost her frickin' patience. So in case you guys didn't get the gist, Marisol and Ezrah are a couple. They've been dating for, I would say, about 2 years now. Ezrah is feeling like the relationship is getting pretty damn serious. Marisol is a family-oriented Sim. She wants kids, she wants marriage, she wants the proposal, she wants everything. And from the conversations that they've had, it kind of seemed like they were on the same page. So she's wondering why Ezrah is so hesitant. I think truly it just kind of goes back to what I was telling you earlier. He is a young Sim. He is only 22 years old. He hasn't had a lot of life experience. He isn't sure if settling down is the right move. He has a lot of goals and ambitions and things he would like to do before he creates a family with somebody. And maybe that also includes kind of finding himself. He sees all of his single friends like Devontae. Devontae's his best friend, going to the club and not having any of these commitments. And I guess it just kind of feels wrong, you know, that he's tying Marisol down without actually making the commitment to go along with it. And it's starting to kind of play with him a little bit. He has this fear here and he wants to talk over relationship fears with Marisol. Ezrah Manuel feels like he is ready to sit down and talk with his partner. It won't be an easy conversation, but being vulnerable and talking about insecurities never is. He knows that it's the right time to be brave. Sure, part of it might be about being brave, but the other part is this guilt that's just eating him alive. And not to mention, his grandma has been in his ear the entire time telling him that he just needs to set her free if he has no intention in loving her the way that she deserves. And it's definitely starting to weigh on Ezrah. I wanted him to call Devontae, which might be a really bad idea given the fact that Devontae is a non-committal sim. I'm not really sure what kind of quality of advice we're going to be receiving here. But, you know, we're just going to continue to kind of chat it up. It's been a while since we've talked to him. And another cool thing that I've noticed that we can do now, with the phone system is there's actual interaction. So we can talk about specific things. We can send texts, flirty selfies. We can get to know somebody. So if you exchange, you know, like numbers at a pub or a club or just in public, you can call them up and be like, hey, like you know, just like get to know them a little bit. I don't know. I think that was really cool. It just feels a little more realistic. Another thing that we can also do is we can, if I'm not mistaken, we can dump over phone call and dump over text. So that is a new interaction that I think comes with The Sims 4 Lovestruck. Anyways, I'm letting Ezrah here chat. He doesn't really want his grandma to hear what's going on, but she just made some fish tacos. I'm gonna have her go and grab a serving. I'm also gonna let her grab a little water or something. It is very, very hot today. So we're gonna grab, let's just grab a little off-brand soda. We don't get soda very often. It's kind of expensive, so it's a nice little treat. And she forgot it. Of course she did. So she has to go back and get it. So Ezra's back now, but I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about their careers. So I feel like Rosalinda, okay, she's like the modern day love guru. She loves love. Her whole aspiration is to find her soulmate. But I feel like a lot of her life, she's been focused on the needs of other Sims and hasn't really focused on herself. So she hasn't actually had that opportunity. Yet. Obviously, she was married at one point. They had a baby, and that baby was Ezra's mother. So, you know, I mean, she's been in love, but never like truly. And she decided to, I guess, just help people through their journeys in love. And that's kind of what she's trying to do with Ezrah. But she understands at the end of the day, he's got to want it for himself. So Ezrah is indeed a fast food employee. His goal, his aspiration in life is to become a personal trainer. He would love to be able to help other Sims reach their fitness goals, especially because being fit and working out in the gym has a very special place in his heart, because growing up, he always felt like the odd man out. Like he was never invited to slumber parties or to the movies. He didn't really have like a lot of friends. People picked on him. He actually has a picture of how he used to look, and I think it's awful. I think it's really sad because he hates this photo. But I'll show you just to get an idea of what I'm talking about. It literally doesn't even look like the same person. Even though he hates the picture, I think he was really cute in high school. That's just me though. So right now I have Miss Rosalinda watching some reality dating TV. This is one of 2 brand new channels that come with The Sims 4 Lovestruck. So of course we have, I don't know, Hot Dog Harry, Finding Love. There's also a telenovela channel now, which I am so excited to see. I was hoping for it when we got the pack, and I'm very happy that they've added it in. I just so happened to be in the neighborhood, but when I passed by your place, I felt your love like a strong magnet pulling me to you. So I decided to drop in and say hello. Hello? I want to make something very clear right now. Even though it kind of looks like the complete opposite, Marisol typically doesn't just show up unannounced. She is a very strong standing woman, and she isn't one to beg for a man's attention. But I think really what it's coming down to is she's starting to notice that Ezrah seems very disinterested in the relationship, whereas before, especially in the beginning, he was all about her. Any chance he got, he would want to hang out. He would want to come over. He would put down the barbells for her. And now it's just like, like, oh, I'm very busy. Oh, hey, I'm at the gym. Or, oh, sorry, I'm at work. You know, he just seemed kind of oblivious to what's going on and how it's affecting Marisol. And I love how she's giving that energy right back by checking her text messages. So I feel like this episode is going to be chitty chatty, like super chitty chatty, because I have a lot to share with you. So yeah, this is a little sneak peek preview of Ezra's life right now and his relationship with Marisol. It definitely breaks my heart. Funny thing though, he was just about to go to the gym with Deontay, so I don't know if he's gonna, hang out with her because he feels guilty, or he's gonna still go to the gym. But I did want to show you a couple things in the relationship panel. Underneath biography, there's this new romantic boundary section where you can see if a sim is exploring their boundaries. Maybe they're not quite firm on it, but obviously we can see here that Marisol is. Underneath preferences, we can now see what turns a sim on and what turns them off, and we can also learn about their turn-ons and turn-offs throughout the relationship. So for Marisol, under way of life, her turn-ons are health and sports. Underneath characteristics, we have family motivated and clean as her turn-ons, and then her turn-offs are argumentative sims and messy sims. For her love language, aka romantic styles, it's gift giving, physical intimacy, and affection. For hair color, it's just black hair and brown hair, which quite honestly describes Ezra. I think it was like he was made for her. And then if we scroll down to the relationship panel, we can see all the things that we typically were able to see before, but you might notice this wholesome tag here. So with the Sims for Lovestruck, they now have romantic dynamics. So let me read this off to you. Sims with a wholesome romance dynamic love one another in the most tender and affectionate kind of way. While these Sims do enjoy romanticizing each other, they are also fond of interacting in friendly and funny ways. Wholesome partners understand each other on an intimate level, both as friends and lovers. The Sims gain enamored and close sentiments more easily, which I definitely think describes Marisol and Ezra to a T. However, I feel like on Ezra's end, he's leaning kind of more towards just wanting to be friends right now because he's still very much trying to figure out himself. I was really hoping with the new expansion that they would elaborate more on relationships so that Sims could have one-sided relationships. Like one sim could be, in love and just feeling like all, cheery deary towards another sim, and the other sim could be kind of like, don't really feel like I'm in love with you, maybe more on a friend level. But I can see why they didn't do that. But to give us the illusion, the feeling that Sims could have kind of one-sided relationships or have different feelings about the relationship, they've implemented this system here. So you might see that Ezrah Manuel's romantic feelings about Marisol are neutral. So in terms of his attraction, he is neither attracted nor attracted. And that's just simply because I haven't played with them long enough, but I'm curious to see how this does develop over time. He is feeling very satisfied in his relationship, and I don't really think it's that he feels like great about the relationship. He doesn't feel bad, even though he does want to maybe break it off and see what else is out there. I think he feels good about who he's with. He's just not sure if he should just be in one serious relationship for a long time. Marisol kind of feels the same way on the attraction level, and as you can see, she's a little less satisfied right now with their relationship, and we know why. So the romantic boundaries kind of builds off of this. So you can see here that essentially Marisol is not a sim that is willing to share her man. A lot of things trigger jealousy here, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the new additions to the relationship panel. I had a hunch, even though that Marisol came over really wanting to spend some time with Ezra, he wouldn't pass up the opportunity to go to the gym with his best bro, Devante. So here we are at the Ciudad gym. I'm going to give y'all a quick little tour. Here's the exterior of the gym. Whoever did this did an amazing job. I'm speechless at this work of art. I think everything about it is absolutely freaking beautiful. I love that there's like a little terrace that we can hang out at. All of the neon lights and even the signage. It is so cool to see us get some signage for these community lots. I definitely think it kind of completes it a little bit. The colors, the aesthetic, everything I think fits right into Ciudad and Enamorda. Even though this part of the world definitely feels very laggy to me, it could be because I've had my game open for a little while, but also I think it's just all of the detail. This really does feel like a very densely populated city. Of course, we have like the penthouses and stuff here. And then we even have like this little helicopter pad. I'm kind of curious to see what else is going on around here. Oh my gosh, this is the flower stall. It's closed, unfortunately, because how beautiful would it be to come here and to get some flowers? We're probably going to have to come back tomorrow because I didn't tell y'all this. Ezra felt so bad about blowing off Marisol tonight that he's like, hey babe, how about tomorrow you and I go on a super duper special date? I'll take you out. We'll get something to eat. Like, he's totally trying to like suck up to her right now because he feels awful. But I also believe the other part of it is that simply, I don't think he's ready to let go. Not just yet. So here's the subway system. Do y'all see that? And I think there's actually a train going by right now. The detail in this part of the world, it's absolutely breathtaking. So anyways, Ezra is still floating in the pool. We've been here a while. We've probably gotten to level 2 of the athletic skill here. Unfortunately, Devontae, I think he's going to go to bed, but Ezra is not ready to call it a day. So he's going to come back over and work out. He does need to use the restroom. I didn't even show you guys the interior because I was so freaking captivated by the rest of the world. But yeah, this is what the gym looks like. So we have our little workout area, some brand new equipment. There's like some signs here. This pool's also really cool. The receptionist area, there's some lotions and things like that. Then here is where the bathrooms are. So I'm not sure which one's the male bathroom. I'm going to assume it's this one. So Ezra's going to come over. He's going to use the restroom. And I think, yeah, there's a second level. So this is where all the treadmills and things are. Here's our little kind of like juice bar. We have an area up here where we can do some, you know, boxing and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I really like this lot. Like, I think it's super duper colorful, really easy to navigate, a lot of fun to play around in. And even though Ezra is feeling hungry, I kind of want him to come over and work out a little bit more here, just a hair, because I want him to at least get to fitness level number 3 before he calls it a night. So I don't know if y'all saw Carlos in his relationship panel, but Carlos is actually a private trainer, personal trainer. So he's someone that he kind of aspires to be. He looks up to him like a big brother. He's also like super duper attractive. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Ezra kind of wishes he was that attractive. Like, he just looks up to him is basically what I'm getting at. And freaking Eliza, dude, I don't know what the hell is going on with these townies, but they will not leave me alone. Like, this whole new, you know, Sims coming up to you and trying to start conversations and relationships thing. It's cool in theory, but people will not leave you alone now. Like, when townies came up and interrupted you before, you thought that was a problem. You haven't seen anything yet. Although I do love the fact that relationships don't seem one-sided anymore with this pack, but still, it is annoying to be trying to work out and then you have freaking Nancy Landgrab coming up in a dirty twaya trying to talk to me and complaining about how stinky I am, but I can like literally, like, what? And you want to have a baby? I can't. It's too much. It's actually to the point where I don't even think I want to work out anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in the shower really quick. And I think I'm probably going to have Ezra head home. He doesn't have to work tomorrow, which is nice. But like I said, I kind of want to come back. I want to pick up some flowers and I really want to plan this date for Marisol to kind of make her feel like she's loved, because she is. It's just, I've got my own issues that I'm trying to work out right now. Good morning. It is currently 6:30 and Rosalinda has woken up to get ready for work. We were able to complete her work from home assignment, which was to watch reality dating TV for 2 hours. And as a result, we earned 80 simoleons and we also reached level 2 of the romance skill, which means Rosalinda can now share a sweethearts box with another sim. She also got this want here to host a perfect date. I do wish though there were other sims out there that she could probably potentially match with. So I know this is kind of weird and maybe we shouldn't be doing this, but just for issues and giggles, I kind of want to view Cupid's corner. We have 2 more hours to go. She does have to use the restroom because her coffee, she likes it super caffeinated and it's very, very strong. But while she's sitting here with her coffee, let's have her look at Cupid's corner. So let me see if we can take another selfie. I mean, this one's really, really cute, but I kind of want to do one specifically for her. Let's have her get up and take a selfie really quick for for the app. Hold on, I was wondering what she was gonna do. Oh gosh, she got herself in the corner. This is definitely gonna be a little awkward. Nope, she got around. Okay, so she's gonna go really quick and clean up her coffee before she takes the picture. I'm assuming she doesn't want the dirty mug to be, oh no, she's gonna take the picture in the freaking bathroom. Watch, I can guarantee it. Yep, I knew it. I was not feeling the bathroom selfie, so I had Rosalinda come outside, and I think this is a way better location, especially in front of this little flower box here. I think that is super cute. Kind of want to change the pose though, so it feels a little more organic. I think I like this one. She looks really happy, super happy, and it looks great too on her profile. So I think she is looking for elders, somebody around her age range, and she would describe herself as like a love bug and romantic, but also more importantly, I would probably go for family oriented and maybe romantic, not necessarily a love bug, because I kind of feel like, ooh, I don't know. And then alluring Sims are more successful at romance than other Sims. Yeah, I don't necessarily like want to throw that in other people's faces. So I'm just gonna say I'm romantic and very family oriented. So let's go through matches really quick. Oh, we have Lincoln, Dennis. Isn't he in a relationship? Maybe he's not. I would be kind of open to Dennis, to be honest with you. Let's go in. Let's save that match. We have Ezekiel. Okay, he's kind of cute. Evil. No, that's not gonna work for me. Oh, Leland. He's a little jealous and a bit of a snob. I like his outfit though. Yeah, let's move on. Practice makes perfect. Ooh, and he's loyal. Hello, River. Might change him up a little bit, but I kind of like that actually. Laurent. Oh wow, he's a foodie. Me too. And he's neat. Look at him holding a martini glass in front of that carousel. Actually, it's a Ferris wheel, but whatever. Close enough. Kind of like him too. Oh god, she's having fun with this. And then we have Aaron. Aaron is romantic and jealous. No thanks. I really do like these two matches that we have. So maybe I will. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I want to add Laurent to my contacts and maybe River too. Actually, you know what? Let's just add all of them. Rosalinda is off to a shift as a romance newbie underneath the romance consultant career. Your Sims can actually work from home. Just wanted to share that with you, but also how freaking cute is her outfit? I love the heart. Sleepyhead McGee over here finally woke up and he's wearing a pair of beautiful satin shorts. He's gonna grab himself what appears to be a fish taco bright and early, because at this age, who's worried about a little heartburn at 10:30 in the morning? Certainly not this guy. We definitely need to pick up the pace a little bit because we have a lot of planning that I would at least like to do. So I'm gonna have Ezra go and clean up the dish. They keep cleaning in the bathroom sink, and I've already set the sink type. Maybe not this one per se, but I definitely set the other one to kitchen. So that's a little strange, but I'm gonna have him come into his grandma's bedroom and we are gonna just change our outfit really quick. I'm gonna put him into something just super duper casual. Maybe I'll put him into this little white set here. And then we are going to, let's call Marisol really quick and confirm for tonight. Yeah, so we're gonna just go and I don't know, we'll just send her a little text, and maybe even, you know, we could just send her a like flirty selfie to kind of get her in the mood, or and maybe have her anticipate for what's ahead. How do I want to plan this date? Do I want to like go and take her to a nightclub? This would have been so much better if it was topless, but I'm just gonna go and send a little kissy face just to be cute. I'm kind of curious to see. Oh, he's like, my muscles looked real good in that picture. Never mind, I take that back. He's like, good, but not good enough. I'm over him. I swear to God, he is too full of himself. But I was thinking of what type, okay, of date that we could do. Again, like I said earlier, kind of contemplating the nightclub. Sounds fun. But in reality, there are so many more romantic things we could do. We could buy that blanket, you know, the lover's blanket. We could go maybe to Media Naranja and have a little picnic, maybe right on the lover's wall. I don't know. Is that too romantic? Is that giving too much energy for somebody that we literally said that we might break up with? Possibly. I have a lot to think about. I really do. Also, I have early access now to the game where I can play this household with all the packs, and I kind of want to do that. So I'm not sure if we're going to have the date in this episode or I'm just going to save it for the next one. But we'll have to see. Look at him checking out the gym right now. That or he's checking out himself in the reflection. Honestly, I can never tell with this boy. But let's just see if Rico Suave over here could come down to the local flower shop. Wait. Wait. Was it open last night and I just like assumed it was closed? I'm so dumb. I really like how animated this flower shop is and that it's not like a traditional stall you walk up to. This is so cute. Like, look at all the little bumblebees and oh my freaking God. I'm so embarrassed by him, y'all. Like, I am literally getting secondhand embarrassment. Anyways, let's have him get up. Okay, it's not that serious. We can buy a flower here. We can buy gifts. We can also buy a bouquet of flowers. So this is my thought process behind Manuel, Ezrah. Well, grandma calls him Manuel by his middle name. Oh, they're just all single flowers. Okay, not necessarily a big deal. I kind of expected it, but why would I want to buy a single flower? Like, I wish they came with vases on the side. I think that'd be cute and you could like plop them in. That's an idea. That would have been nice, but no, we're definitely not going to buy a flower. Let's check out the gifts. So we can buy books on romance, which definitely makes sense. We can buy the sweetheart box. The sweethearts box, and there's like a bunch of different like boxes. We've got chocolate, strawberries, figs. Oof, those give me the runs. We're not going to give those to Marsal. We've got chocolate truffles, donut drops, mochi, pan dulce, popcorn clusters, and then I have no idea what these are, but I think we're going to buy a gift. I was going to go for a bouquet of flowers or maybe like a single rose. As you can see, they are quite freaking expensive, with the most expensive bouquet running 130 simoleons. That would quite literally eat almost half of the simoleons we have in our bank, and I'm pretty sure grandma wouldn't appreciate that, and Manuel is not really bringing in a lot of money with his fast food job. So we're gonna go back to the gifts. I cannot believe I didn't know this before, but I'm sorry, $150 for freaking truffles, donut drops. That is way out of our price range. You know that whole saying, if he wanted to, he would. Well, respectfully, Manuel does not want to spend $150 on donut drops for anybody right now, especially with his budget. It's a little tight. You know, he's making fast food money. He's not making lawyer money. Like, seriously, that's crazy. Anyway, he's kind of hungry, so he's gonna come over here and order himself some pambazo. I don't think I'm saying that right. It is a traditional dish made by dipping stale bread in a spicy pepper sauce and stuffing it with chorizo, potatoes, lettuce, cheese, and cream. It's a delicious, hearty sandwich often enjoyed as street food, offering a burst of flavors and textures with every bite. 10 simoleons. Now that I can afford. So the one thing that I have to tell you about Manuel, and I was trying to say it earlier, I was trying to give you guys a little insight as to kind of his whole mentality around love. Truthfully, I just think he is young, inexperienced with romance. He's a little bit of a taker instead of a giver. And I really do hope at some point in his life, he's going to figure it out. Like, I know I clown on this kid a lot, but I really do feel like he's a good guy. He's very loving and giving towards his grandmother. He's been raised with a lot of compassion. I just don't think he's had enough like real life experience to be able to dish it out quite yet. So even though I do feel bad we didn't get anything from Marsal, and I also feel really bad that I didn't get to show you what it looks like to give somebody a box of chocolates, we're going to have to go and maybe see if we can outsource something to give her. So this trash can isn't functional. Yes, I was going to have him go dig. I know you're going to have opinions about him. He might be a little unorthodox, but the man is on a budget. As I would really appreciate it right now if you didn't judge him for rummaging in the trash, but we did find a trash can and it looks like maybe something will be in here. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything in the garbage right now, but there is another food stall. We're gonna order ourselves a spicy hot chocolate. So it dawned on me that I actually haven't shown you guys this part of the world. Over here is where Ezra's home is, obviously, And this is actually one big lot. I did do a speed build if you guys would like to see how I kind of made it look like it blended in to the city instead of just being kind of out in the open, which is exactly what it looked like. So I took this little shell from live mode and just plopped it right on the lot, kind of making it appear to be two separate lots in a sense. And I don't know, I just think it kind of looks a little bit better. Nothing really going on in this part of the world, lots of shells, no visitable lots or anything like that. But I really do like the way it looks. There's a lot of detail here. So we have like, you know, trash cans that aren't functional, but there's a couple of different places that you could have your Sims have a little picnic at. And then across the street is kind of where the action happens. So here is the chalk wall where you can have your Sims write love declarations. There's also a table and chairs where they can sit at. Every alleyway is just chock full of color and detail, which I truly do appreciate. I think this part of the world is just so beautiful. It's so colorful. And I like how there's like many different vibes or worlds or whatever within this one big world. Like we have city, we have kind of like this more congested area. And then there's also like the more suburban part of Ciudad, Enamorda. So I don't know. I really like what they did with this map. So here's a little lounge. You guys already saw that earlier when I was showing you. This is where Ezra is digging through the trash, having a little snacky do at the food stall. There's even a little fountain here that's not functional, but just look at all of this detail. I love the little parking lot here too. That is super duper neat. I don't know if I told you guys, but they also have added in bus stops. And the cool thing about them is that you can actually use them to travel and they're available in live mode, which is also really neat. So anyways, if we go over here, there's this little lake. We can fish. We can also kind of like run around the lake. There's also this little gazebo where you could perhaps have your first kiss. Here's Marcel's gift. I'm really strongly considering having Ezra come over here and harvest this frog because I mean, how weird would it be to be given a frog on one of your dates? I mean, why not? It's cheap and it's free. Hey, there we go. Actually, how could it be cheap and free? It's free. There's also a little spot we can dig at. So, you know, I might have to get my paws dirty. Back here is more of the suburban area of this part of the world. And I really like this lot here because it almost appears to be 3 lots in one. How cool would it be to actually build apartments in Ciudad, Enamorda? Silly me McGee over here. I almost forgot to show you guys the Love Hotel. Of course, it's a rabbit hole. I'm kind of sad about it because I think we all kind of want hotels, but I'm also kind of happy about it because sometimes I like rabbit holes. It just depends on what the situation is. So we can rent a room for 20 simoleons or we can rent a room to woohoo with somebody for 40 simoleons. Anyway, that's what this part of the world looks like. As you can see, my game is starting to lag because I've had this open forever. I have a really bad habit of not closing things. But yeah, the bus stops, functional. Look at that. You can actually travel at them. And I think this is so cool. I do believe even the ones in live mode, you can also travel with. At least if you can't, you can put them in your worlds. And it just kind of, you know, creates this illusion that there is a community bus system. It's starting to get quite late, so Ezra's gonna grab this little hot chocolate here and chug it. We do need to go to the bathroom. We need to change our outfit. We need to kind of gussy up a little bit for this date and plan what we are going to do. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to wrap up this episode here. I know it was a lot of chitting and a lot of chatting, not a lot of playing. Anyways, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys. Con ese estilo retro, estás interesante, como el acero, tú eres siempre tan brillante. Si me serás, intercambiamos miradas. Esta noche, baby, si se notió, otra vez contigo, qué bendición.